Now, I have the good pleasure to introduce our special guest. Senator Sanders spoke for the middle class and the working men and women all across this nation and the issues that are important to them. He spoke to this issue of college affordability and was ahead of his time in doing it and really awoke the nation to this crisis of college affordability, and we all owe him a big thank you and round of applause for what he did. And let's give a big New York welcome to a Brooklyn boy, because you can take the boy out of Brooklyn, but you can't take Brooklyn out of the boy. Senator Bernie Sanders.
Governor Cuomo, thank you very much. As a graduate of PS 197 in Brooklyn, as a graduate of James Madison High School in Brooklyn, 1 year at Brooklyn College, I am delighted to be here this morning. I think Bill and Governor Cuomo have laid out the issue. And the issue is that at a time when we have a president-elect who thinks it's a great idea to give hundreds of billions of dollars in tax breaks to the top 0.2%, we have a better idea. And that idea is to make public colleges and universities tuition-free for every person in New York State, in Vermont, and in America. Governor Cuomo made the point, and it's a point I believe, having gone all over this country talking about this issue, that Democrats, Republicans, independents understand. And that is the economy has changed, technology has changed, the global economy has changed. And if we are going to do justice to the working families of this country, to low-income families, if we are going to have an economy that creates the kinds of jobs that we need for our people, we must have the best educated workforce in the world. And here is a truth, which is an unpleasant truth, but it's a truth nonetheless. And that is 30 or so years ago, we had in this country the highest percentage of college graduates of any nation on earth. We were number one. Today, we are number 11. That is not what America is supposed to be about. And today, what Governor Cuomo is proposing is a revolutionary idea for higher education. And it's an idea that it's going to reverberate not only throughout the state of New York, but throughout this country. And what that idea is that it is basically insane to tell the young people of this country, we want you to go out and get the best education you can. We want you to get the jobs of the future. Oh, but by the way, after you leave school, you're going to be $30,000, $50,000, $100,000 in debt. You're going to graduate school, you're going to medical school, you're going to dental school, well, you may be a couple of $100,000 in debt. And you're going to have to spend decades paying off that debt. And if you don't pay off that debt, when you're old, they may garnish your Social Security payment to pay off that debt. Our job is to encourage every person in this country to get all of the education he or she can, not to punish them for getting that education. And even more importantly, what the governor's proposal is telling today the people of New York State, tomorrow the rest of the country, is something enormously profound. And that is, if you are a kid in Queens whose family, like my family, never had a whole lot of money, whose parents never went to college, who today does not believe that you will ever be able to get a college education. What today's message is about is, if you are in the 4th or 5th grade, if you start studying hard, you will in fact be able to get the college education you need to make it to the middle class, regardless of the income of your family. That is revolutionary. That is a message that is going to provide hope and optimism for working class families all across the state. And here is a prediction that I make. In urging the New York State legislature to follow the governor's lead, to pass this legislation, here's my prediction. If New York State does it this year, mark my words, state after state will follow. And the day will come when we understand that public education in America is not simply kindergarten through high school, but that public education in the year 2017 means making public colleges and public universities tuition-free. Governor Cuomo, thank you so much. Thank you.